my name is Kahilah Jones, and I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist coming to you live from Platinum Life Counseling. Today, I want to talk to you about how to get happy. Happiness is something that a lot of people think of in abstract terms that they have to run after, that they have to trace the illusion of something that is so foundational to your success in this life as a human that I'm going to give you pointers on how to get it, retain it, and to live with it. Happiness is 50% genetic, according to studies. That means that if you're a happy person, you can thank mom and dad and grandpa and grandma because of your happiness. 50%, okay, that's genetics. Where does the other 60% come from? 40% is how you deal with circumstances, and then the rest, that 20%, is really how life affects you. Whether you've just lost your job or whether you've had to deal with grief, loss, any of those instances. So 40% is how you deal with the circumstances. It's the experiences that you have. It's always better to have an experience than to spend money. I know that shocks a lot of people, but we've seen it through history. We've seen it with lottery winners losing their winnings, losing friends. Money does not buy happiness. I cannot repeat that enough. Experiences help happiness. Spirituality cements happiness, but money does not buy happiness. As a matter of fact, you've probably heard this before. I've heard it all my life. The love of money is the root of all evil, and that's so true. Okay, so that 10%. I want to talk about this 10%. So if you've lost a job, if you're down on your luck, if you're feeling sad, if you're going through a divorce, if you've just gotten word from your doctor that you've had cancer, that 10% is really the crap that has happened to you in this life. Fine. I'm going to put that aside. That 40% is what I'm most concerned with. How you deal with happiness. Every day I do my affirmations. I get up, I thank God for another life. Research shows, studies show that people that believe in something, that have a foundational message, that believe in some type of faith, are happier people. Go to church, get a group of people that believe the same way that you do, that have the same morals, values, that want to raise their kids the same way. Happy people should hang out with happy people. Misery loves company. Stop hanging out with your depressed friends. I sat down the other day and I really thought about, why am I so happy? I do this scale, and 10 is really like Disney World. 1 is really like the dregs of depression. It's like if I was on crack, if I was a substance abuse user, if I was so depressed that I wanted to hurt myself or harm myself. And I was in the state that Whitney Houston, the late great singer who died, if I was in that type of mentality, that state, that would be a 1. And so every day I ask myself, and I ask friends and family can attest to this, where are you today? When I hear anything lower than a 7, I immediately, my radar goes up. What happened? What circumstance has, impacted your life to where you are 6, you're 5? Okay, what would it take to get to the next number? And they'll list things like, if I maybe had my favorite meal, if I could go for a walk, if I had a swim. Little things in your life can make a world of difference to how you perceive those around you, to how you react to the things that happen to you. So it's better that you go do something fun and crazy. Go to a karaoke bar, sing a crazy tune on the way to work. Today, I'm not going to lie, I'm the craziest driver. I was driving and I saw these detours and I took a little trip through South Florida. I went past the airport, then I went through a park. Instead of getting angry, I said, okay, I have more time to listen to music and dance and to laugh, and it was great. I had a moment to just reflect. You can't really get unhappy if you hear Outstanding by the Gap Band or Brighter Day by Kirk Franklin. Put on whatever music it takes to uplift you, to make you feel better about yourself, to just laugh. When's the last time you sat down and watched comedy? I commonly watch anything on VH1 because I know it's going to be so outrageous that I'm going to do nothing but laugh. I have an uncle that loves cartoons. I've known that about him since I was a child. Go back to what made you happy when you were a small child. Is it coloring in a book? Is it running in the rain? Is it singing in the rain? Is it swimming? Some of us like to just buy shoes. I have an affection for shoes. One of my aunts loves her shoes and her handbags to match. If I were to go and buy her shoes and handbags all day, she would be the happiest person. I have another friend of mine that loves perfume. Do things that celebrate who you are. Hang out with other happy people. Write down all the things that you're grateful for. It's really hard to be unhappy when you see the blessings that have kept you in this life and allowed you to persevere. Write down your challenges. Write down a list of all the things that you're praying for and you're hopeful about. The more happy and excited you can get about the future that God has in store for you, the happier you'll be. So surround yourself. Go out. Come up with some new experiences. Try out some new food. A lot of people haven't tried out sushi. Go try sushi. In fact, go make sushi. Do something exciting and thrilling. Celebrate you. But most of all, if you're feeling down in the dumps, if you're feeling a world of despair, call on a spiritual counselor, your pastor, your rabbi, your bishop. Call a mental health therapist. Call a marriage and family therapist. You can call me. I'm located, you'll see the address down below, but I'm located in Lauderdale Lakes, Florida. I'm central to everybody. Call me. Share your experiences with me. I truly believe that once we share experiences with others, we instantly come up with something I'd like to call happiness solutions. Relationship tune-ups is something I always discuss, but before you have a relationship with another person and you wait for somebody to complete you, which I always think is wrong, allow somebody else to come into your life to complement where you are. It means that you come into a relationship being a whole, being happy. Nobody wants to be with somebody that's depressed and moping all around the time. Get excited about who you are and live for today and not for tomorrow. This is Kahilah.